warm welcome to our Holi special. Holi is India's spring festival and hope springs eternal. This Holi, we bring you a very special gift. We have invited our team of MARKETWALLAHs to put on their thinking caps and come up with 9 stock picks for the remaining 9 months of the year, stocks which will make this year more colourful for you. Let me introduce to you your, of course, favourite MARKETWALLAHs, Mr. S.P. Tulsian, Prakash, Diwan and Ambareesh, Baliga. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Thank you very much for joining us on this auspicious occasion. Mr. Tulsian, let me as always start with you. Pehle muh mitha kijiye. You're very fond of sugar stocks and you've already created some multi-baggers.
That's right. In fact, I thought that because of the festive season, and in fact the sugar season, if you really see, it starts with Holi and it ends with Diwali. You have many festivals, which falls in this about 6.5 months. And in fact, this very well coincides with the stoppage of the crushing also. That means country is largely not producing the sugar, but it largely gets consumed. So I've picked up, maybe, I'm in fact bullish on many of the UP-based sugar mills, but I picked up one stock, that is DALMIA BHARAT sugar. And if you really take a call on this stock, they have 3 sugar mills in UP and 2 sugar mills in Maharashtra. In fact, Maharashtra is reserved for cooperative. But in this last 3 years, they have picked into the Maharashtra also, and they are holding 1 sugar mill of 4800 TCD and 1 sugar mill they have taken on lease of 1250 TCD. And that's their presence in Maharashtra, and they have 3 sugar mills of 7500 TCD each in UP. So if I take their estimated production for FY16, the crushing will stop maybe by first week of April. Maharashtra unit is still on. Probably the crushing will stop at maybe in the first week of April. Same is the case with UP also. Crushing will stop maybe by the end of March or maybe beginning of April. So the estimated production, they will produce about 24 lakh bags of sugar from UP mills, about 12 lakh bags from the Maharashtra mills. And if you go by the recovery, the recovery is very high, maybe 13% plus for Maharashtra and 12.5% for UP-based sugar mill. Now come on the financial performance. I'll just quickly come on that. For Q3, the company has posted an operating profit of about 30 crores, which was the start of the season. Maybe about 45 days of the working got reflected in the Q3. But if I estimate the production, because I have the production figure with me, 36 lakhs bags, it will be just maybe 10 or 15,000 bags here and there. Because they will not be selling the entire quantity, and the way the sugar prices have hardened, probably they'll post an operating profit of closer to about 72 crore against 30 crore sequentially. That means 140% growth. And if you go by the track record, in fact, company has not declared any dividend in this last 3 years, but maybe because of this dividend tax having imposed on the super rich, or maybe the persons, those who are receiving 10 lakhs and above, company has declared an interim dividend of 30%. So if I take all this into consideration, again with a very low equity base of about 16 crore, promoter stake of 75%, book value at 62. So all these things are likely to see the very good numbers from Q4. Apart from that, FY17 is equally likely to be promising. I'm not trying to take that journey, because crushing will start in the month of October. So taking all this into consideration, though I have my bullish call on many of the UP-based sugar mill, but since I found that this has a presence in Maharashtra and UP, who are the 2 largest producing states, I have taken a buy call and given a target of 140 in this calendar year 2016, which may get achieved maybe by Diwali also, because my theme is more from Holi to Diwali.
All right. Thanks for that. Let me go from consumption stock to an infra stock. Summer is the season of power cuts as well. So Torrent Power is your stock, Prakash.
That's right, Lata. So, I think very clearly the budget has triggered off a whole new set of expectations in some of these sectors, and it's well defined. So I chose this company because this is one of the most efficiently run power businesses in the country today, for 2 reasons. They acquired a very messy distribution set up from Ahmedabad and from Surat, from the state governments, and turned it around into a profitable business, which set the ball rolling for a lot of other SEBs to go the same way. Now with the Uday scheme kind of getting finally flagged off, I think there's enough potential to get disciplined metering and power consumption as a theme in our country, and Torrent is well poised to leverage some of these big opportunities, be it in UP, be it in Rajasthan. So they've already kind of been chosen as the partner to go ahead with the new distribution, this thing, company.
And now cheap gas.
And yes, and the cheap gas has helped them in their power projects also, which they were languishing earlier with. So all in all, it's good. Of course, there are days when it also takes a hit for whatever reasons, but I think it's a good stock. The book value is about 144, and it's available at just about 210, 215. I see a huge re-rating for this stock, and could go all the way to 325 if people are patient enough. By Diwali, I'm sure things will start looking up in this sector, and hopefully we'll see the targets meet in 12 months.
Okay. I'm hurrying you because I'm trying to get as much in. Ambareesh, summer is usually the season of water shortages.
Right.
SINTEX is your pick.
Yeah. Before that, let me wish all of you a very happy Holi and all your viewers. And one suggestion and request, which is also based on SINTEX, that save as much water as possible. SINTEX has been my pick for a while, and again I'm reiterating a buy at this point of time. Again, other than water tanks, they're into prefabs, and that's what is going to be used in this housing for all by 2022, which is the focus of the government. And this company has been performing decently well if you're talking of the last couple of years, but yes, debt has been a problem for them, and that is the area to be watched out for, where they are trying to reduce the debt. Again, looking at an EPS of about 18.5, 19, which I'm expecting for next year. I think at levels of about 73 to 75, this looks decently cheap. Looking at a price level of about 140, 145, possibly in the next 9 months or so.
Okay. Thanks for that. Well, let me try and quickly squeeze in a couple of more stocks. Mr. Tulsian, air conditioner company, Lloyd Electric.
See, again, because of the scorching heats, and this time I'm expecting that probably the summer will get longer because of the good monsoon also. Because whenever if you want to have good monsoon, you need to have the longer summer as well, and scorching heat as well, So this, if you really go by the product profile, they are making the coils and heat exchangers, which are used, actually that's the heart of any air conditioner. And actually the company traditionally has been supplying the air conditioners to the big, maybe like railway, metros, buses, metro rail, and in this last 4 or 5 years they thought of launching their own brands also, and we all know that they have been marketing window and split air conditioner also. But apart from that, if you see all the air conditioner makers, whether you talk of Blue Star, Hitachi, Voltas, Daikin, or maybe Electrics, or all the AC makers are buying the coils and heat exchangers from the company. And this company has 2 plants, one in Rajasthan and second one is Himachal Pradesh. And if I go by their 9 months performance, the company has posted a growth of about 25%. I'm referring sequential on a YOY basis on the same period last year. Top line growth of 25%, operating profit very much in line by maintaining the operating profit, also showing a growth of 25%. But the bottom line has shown a growth of about 50%, because of the other interest saving and all that. And Q4 is always the best for the company. If you go by the first 9 months, last year 9 months, that is in FY15 9 months, the EPS was 9 rupees, but whole of FY15 gave an EPS of 23 rupees. While in this current 9 months of FY16, they posted an EPS of 13 rupees 50 paise. So if one extrapolates that, I don't think that they will not be able to close FY16 with an EPS of maybe about 28, 29 rupees. So if you go by that, this one, the share is ruling at a P multiple of 6-7, which in fact looks very low when compared to Blue Star or Voltas or maybe Hitachi. And apart from that, the book value is closer to about 240 rupees, while the share is available below book value. Yes, maybe below, maybe 0.9 to book value, and promoter stake is very respectable. They have been in this business for last over 4 decades with promoter stake of 50%. So taking all this into consideration, as I said, that this is the main theme is the summer, which lasts up to July end, because the northern parts always see the monsoon approaching by end of July. So I expect share to move to a level of 280 in 2016, which again I hope that maybe by Diwali you will be able to see that level of 280.
That's still a 25-30% gain from current levels. Well, Digital India is what you're riding on with TVS Electronics.
That's true. In fact, it's going back to good old dot matrix printers. TVS Electronics it makes, in fact, it's a market leader in making those huge dot matrix printers which we used to use earlier, which have been now replaced by laser printers largely. But what they've done is they've deepened their product pipeline in the printing business itself. And the latest thing that they have, which is a huge business line for them, is billing machines. You know, so every time you go and get on a counter in a retail establishment, what actually throws out the bill is a machine that's very simply a printer with a little bit of an intelligence put in, and that's what they're selling. Now, if we were to digitize the undigitized portion of our economy, you will have to start with these printers. And even in the government offices, the use of dot matrix printer is still very large, you know, unlike what we have in the private sector. So I think it's a great pedigree. I mean, anything coming from TVS, you really don't doubt. My sense is this is going to actually scale up in a significant way. We spoke to them and they were in a hurry to speak because they say we don't actually have time. We're doing things on a war footing. So, you know, you can imagine the kind of leverage, that operating leverage they will soon get into. So I believe it's a brilliant company. Could look at about 130, 135 in the next 9 to 12 months.
Yeah, Tamils don't celebrate Holi, but they will help you make money. We have to take a break on that note, but we're coming with lots more Holi picks.